back here.
Of
Should put
course.
it in that middle.
Oh, totally fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Ooh.
Hey, thanks for waiting.
Of course. Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Looks like we're heading to O'Hare.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was Terminal 2?
Just one.
One,
actually.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Heading out for work?
I am. Yeah.
Nice. Where are you headed to?
San Diego.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Should be nice.
Yeah. Comparable weather to how it is today.
It's true, actually.
Yeah.
Kind of strange to think about, but you're right.
Yeah. San Diego's like this every day, though.
No, it's true. Yeah, they've got a little different than us here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah, I'm from California.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yeah.
And so my daughter, I'm here for her. As soon as she turns 18, I go back, and it's like LA, San Diego, or San Jose are my three options.
And where do you think? Where are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards San Diego personally because it is always nice. It's right there on the beach, and I feel like it's the most affordable of the three options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say out of all three, San Diego is probably my top as well.
Yeah.
It's just very different down there. It's got a little better feel than LA does.
Yeah. Yeah. I lived in LA for my 20s though. I love LA. Like it's home as far as I'm concerned.
Is it?
Yeah. My cell phone is actually a 323 Los Angeles number. You can't even get those anymore. Like
No way.
I love it. I'll never give it up. But yeah, I like you said, it's just a different feel. Plus the Mexican food's better there.
For sure.
Yeah. You from Chicago originally?
Yeah, out in suburbs. I actually went to school outside of San Jose though for a year.
Oh, nice.
So I had a little bit of experience out there, and I've got work and friends that are out kind of spread out along north and south.
Very cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a great spot. If I had family that was out there, because my family's more Midwest and East Coast, if I had family out in California, it would be, I'd seriously consider, being out there.
Sure. But at least your work sends you out for now. So
yeah, exactly. I try to get an excuse to get out there.
That's great. What do you do for work?
Work for a bank, so I'm in banking.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I have clients kind of spread all over.
Nice. You might know the bank I work for 9 to 5, which is... Yeah.
I work for...
That's right. Well, yeah, that's right. Nice.
I know CIBC well.
Yeah. I do their cloud infrastructure.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, it's my 9 to 5.
Do you have to go down on LaSalle?
Oh, God, no.
House?
No,
Yeah.
fortunately, it's 100% remote. I've been remote because I work in the cloud since like 2017.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, if they said we need you to come in, I'd be like, I guess I need a new job. So,
Yeah.
I don't even own pants. So. It's not happening.
Yeah, if they can't make an excuse to have someone working on the cloud and working remotely, then I don't know. Something's broken.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of my gauge. Like if a company's like, "Oh, we want you on site a couple days a week," I'm like, either your policy's wrong or your technology's at a level I don't want to work with.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's exactly right.
Yeah. So how long you been in baking?
For 15 years actually.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, kind of all in the same. I'm doing, it's like kind of corporate banking, so it's all providing lending and funding to large companies.
Nice. Are they like already established companies or kind of the new startup?
Yeah, they're generally pretty large companies, like large public ones or large private ones.
I see.
And they use the bank, and the banks, multiple banks to borrow from, and they use that to build out things or acquire other companies.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah, there's like a second source of funding. They say, okay, here's how much we make, but let's bring in this money to actually use it to do stuff.
It's like how we have credit cards and mortgages, and companies do the same thing.
Leveraging debt.
Yep.
What they do. That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Brings me kind of all over, which is nice. It's tougher for travel because it'd be a lot easier just to commute around the city and meet clients that way.
Right.
But brings me to different places, which is good.
Sure.
Mostly decent ones, large cities.
Right, that's right. You get kind of the big, where all the big colleges go, you get to go there too.
Yeah, that's true.
Big cities, that makes sense. So what are some of your favorite places that you've gone to go visit for work?
I think anywhere in California. I mean, I've done a lot of Southern California.
Sure.
I think those are some of my favorite. Then I get to go, Toronto, so internationally,
Nice.
somewhat internationally, Canadian standards.
Yeah.
And I've been to
Toronto's
Dublin
great.
before for work, which is
Oh,
kind of cool.
nice. That's very cool.
But otherwise, it's mostly like trips to New York.
Sure.
It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. And that's one of the nice things about Chicago is everywhere is like a 3 to 4 hour flight.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the U.S.
Yep. Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah. And it's road trip. If you like road trips, you can drive anywhere.
Yeah, it's true. You're kind of right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I drove to New York, I want to say last year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was like an 8-hour drive. And then I went to Atlanta, same thing. It was like, maybe like 12 hours, 13 hours, something
Right.
like that. Not that bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Especially if you like driving too. You're used to it.
Exactly. Yes. It's funny. This job is a hobby. Like,
Yeah.
again, I work in tech. I'm not like doing this for income. I just genuinely love driving and talking to people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, this is what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great way to spend your time and, like you said, your hobby, and then perk, you get a little bit of cash for it on the side.
Right. Yeah. And I get to like explore Chicago. One of my favorite. You ever watch the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Right. So he has to say yes to everything.
Yep.
So that's how I am. I just yes to every ride, and then I end up somewhere I've never been, and I just have lunch or dinner wherever I'm at. It's great.
That's a great way to explore.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. It's getting to know the city. I did this in San Francisco before I moved out here.
Okay.
And I grew up in the Bay Area, and I learned the city more in 1 year of doing this than I did in the 20 years I lived there my whole
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how much of a kind of circle or bubble you kind of grow up in
Right.
and what you know, and then you have to actually explore like that.
Exactly. Yeah, this just takes you everywhere, which is fun. And to the airport a lot, so I know
To
the
the
airport.
airport. Yeah, probably the least interesting of the places you go,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, it's all right. I like right by the airport. There's like a 7-Eleven and a Mariano, so they know me pretty well. So.
Where in Chicago do you like to go, like community-wise, for food, and what have you found has been interesting?
Oh, it's a great one. So I live in Edgewater, so there's a ton of restaurants that I just love that are like my locals. I love Broadway, Demera, one of my favorite restaurants, Ethiopian food.
Oh, cool.
I go there all the time. Wicker Park has some awesome restaurants for sure. So yeah, and then because of COVID, I think what they say, like 40% of all restaurants closed.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like seeing, oh hey, what's still here, and exploring from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are kind of my major staples: Wicker, Edgewater, Broadway, Andersonville. I lived in Andersonville for a couple of years. Still has a lot of great spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, those would be some of the faves. It just depends. But yeah, I'm always looking for new places, new recommendations for sure.
How do you compare some of the Mexican spots here to what you've got in LA and
Oh
San
yeah.
Diego?
Well, that's why. So my grandma ran a Mexican restaurant for a little while.
Oh, okay.
So no place is
Yeah.
up to snuff at all here. And just I'm very picky about it.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, I noticed like it seems like a lot of like the cilantro and the jalapenos and like the spices don't have as much flavor here as they do in California.
I can see that.
I think they just need sunshine to grow.
Yeah.
Is my theory. Yeah. And so that and the sushi, like I'm super picky about sushi. It usually takes me about 2 years to like the sushi out here. But then I'm like, okay, now it's good.
It's good. Okay.
Yeah. It just takes time. But
Do you have any favorite sushi spots around?
around here, the only favorite I have is Sushi Plus, that rotary. Have you ever been to that one?
I haven't, no.
So they have a
Is it a good
couple of
one?
them. They have a couple of them, but it's a rotary sushi, so you just like pull it off.
Yeah.
And I really like it because the rotary, and then they do a really good, what's the creme brulee?
Oh, interesting.
How funny, right? The sushi place I like is the creme brulee. That's what I love about it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really more the gimmick, but they do good
Yeah.
quality, good quality food. Big Bite Sushi in Ravenswood is also pretty good sushi, but again,
Bite.
it's just because they do slightly larger pieces, but they're also pretty good quality. I would say of those. Yeah.
Yeah. hard to compare Mexican food and sushi to California, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's just really
It's just unfair.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the things. But like, Italian food out here way better.
Right.
Hot dogs in California aren't even a thing. Like
yeah.
you're lucky if you even find one. Yeah.
Steaks or anything too, meat out here.
Yeah, meat out here is great. Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything beef is great. A lot of the beef does come from California, but it's still a staple out here versus out there. Yeah. No Dunkin' Donuts out there though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Well, now there's like 3 in California. Yeah, there's one in the Bay Area, one in LA, and then like another one somewhere in between.
That's so random.
Yeah, there is a Portillo's out there though.
Is it really now?
Yep, in Orange County. Yeah, it's been out there for a few years, but Portillo's is about to go national.
Yeah.
So that'll be a thing. I'm probably going to buy some stock. We'll see how that works.
There you go. Yeah, it's such a staple around here, but
Oh, yeah.
I know it's down in like Arizona too, and
Yeah,
it's kind of follows some of the snowbirds down.
exactly. And it's really like the family that here, they said, okay, we'll send some Portillo's with whoever, like whatever son
Yeah.
of the parents just said, yeah, we're going to go over here. So they took it there and said,
There you
okay,
go.
fine. Yeah, that's why I went to Dallas for work one time, and I was blown away because they have an In-N-Out burger and they have an Andy's frozen custard. I
Oh,
was like,
really?
yeah, I was like, if they just have a Portillo's, they got everything.
Did you get the trifecta? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never move, and I'll just get real fat.
Well, In-N-Outs they're so solid.
Yeah.
I just think they never disappointed. You go there, you know exactly what you're gonna get. It's quality, it tastes really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to go back to California for a couple of months, or like 3 times last month, and every time I was there, I was like, just give me an In-N-Out burger.
Just another burger.
Yeah, that's it. And then there's a pizza place that I grew up with out there. And so
Okay.
like that's my favorite pizza. So I was like, In-N-Out burger pizza, In-N-Out burger. I gained like 15 pounds. Yeah, it was a lot of food, but it was worth it.
That's a good sign. Yeah, it's worth it.
Exactly. Yeah, I always say that's how you know a good restaurant is if there's police there at lunch.
Yep.
And if everybody that works there is fat.
Yep.
That's
Totally
it.
is.
That's a good food.
That's your sign right there.
Yeah. How long's your trip for?
2 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, really quick.
Quick turnaround. And so do you like to fly? I'm guessing your flight's at like 8. You're going to get there at midnight?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so do you like to go kind of that late? Do you prefer that type of flight?
You know, I do now just because I have 3 little ones.
Oh.
So it's nice getting them back from school, having dinner, kind of get them set up for the night, and so I don't completely bail on my wife.
Sure. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's
that's
nice doing that. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I'd rather travel during the day.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the nights anymore.
Sure.
Better nights than mornings, anyways.
Right. Yeah, personally, I've been liking red eyes. When I was flying out, I was like, oh, I'll just get on at midnight, go to sleep, wake up there.
It's true.
Yeah.
I actually have a red eye on the way home.
Nice. Okay.
Because otherwise you spend a ton of time just traveling. It's
Yeah.
time zone change, and then you have
Exactly.
4 hours in the flight.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes it a little easier.
I guess it'd be fine if I wasn't like working during the day, but
Right.
kind of have to get some stuff done.
Yeah. Yeah, see, what I did the last time, I did a red eye. I landed here at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I just started work like an hour late, so I just slept in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
There
oh, this
you
was
go.
fun,
Yeah. Normally you got a decent amount of adrenaline to get you through that day, and then you kind of start crashing by that evening. But yeah, just go to bed early.
But with 3 little ones, no. That's
Nope.
no.
Yeah.
Not enough adrenaline or energy in the world for that.
No, never enough.
Never enough. How old are your kids?
At 2, 4, and 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all girls.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. So you're right at that age. Right where they still like you. That's the
Yeah,
important part.
That's exactly right. We're
Yeah.
holding on to that as long as possible.
Hopefully, you'll probably have one holdover out of the 3, but once they hit the teenage years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my daughter's 9, and I know I've got like 3 good ones left, maybe.
Yeah.
She's already starting. She's already with the YouTube channels and
Really?
following with the teenagers on their say, and I'm just like,
Oh,
I can
man.
see the time just running out.
Oh,
soon.
jeez. exposure just in general. My little ones, they know how to navigate YouTube Kids, so it's a little bit more filtered, but it still is
That's cool. Though.
the same, same concept. And
Yeah. Do they like making slime and all that stuff?
oh, they love that stuff.
Yeah, we have like a little slime factory that we set up in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
But it's been like 4 months since my kids touched it. I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's out of the slime phase now.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she like creative? Does she like arts?
She's super creative. She loves art and music. She's hyper talented. She's got big ears. Unfortunately, I tell her, I was like, unfortunately, you have your dad's ears. I'm a musician.
Okay.
So we have perfect pitch. She has amazing pitch,
Yeah.
and she's like can pick out notes and timing and all that
Wow,
stuff.
okay.
But she's got big ears.
There you go. Hey, it comes along with it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that like tactile and like the physical and the art kind of creativity side really is conducive to slime, Play-Doh, like all those things, clay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They get to make mixtures, and like you said, it's hands-on. They get to play with it. That's pretty cool.
We just got out of the phase where my littlest one understands now to not eat Play-Doh, so we can have it more accessible around the house now.
That's funny. You're right, because there's a phase where they just eat everything. They just put it in their mouth.
It's just
This is
confusing
what
too.
it is.
You call it dough, and
Dough.
all the stamps and things are all to make food with it, and then you're like, no, don't eat it.
Yeah, and it actually smells kind of good. So if I was a kid, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's actually a recipe you can get for like edible Play-Doh. It's just a lower salt content, but it's basically just flour and water.
Yeah, that's it.
A little bit of salt. So it is technically edible.
It's pretty incredible how popular toys like that, which has been around for forever, how popular they still are.
Right? You're absolutely right.
Such a simple concept.
Yeah, because it lets you be creative, lets you be goofy, lets you make something fun. That's very true. What was your favorite toy as a kid growing up? What was something you loved to play with?
Yeah, like to me it was like Legos. I was just gonna say my oldest is starting to get into those, and those Lego sets now are they're crazy. Like you can get very elaborate ones, and she has this like princess castle where it has like 6 different princesses, and each part of the castle is like catered or made, designed towards that princess.
Wow.
There's like stickers and decals on it. There's no joke, there's probably a 100-page instruction booklet for it.
Wow.
Which is incredible. Watching her kind of really concentrate and tinker with it was kind of fun.
But that's cool. So yes, and she follows the instructions to say, okay, we're gonna build this.
That was the first one. Now it's since like been torn apart.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool because now she then basically has this like set that she plays with and tries to kind of replicate it herself without having to do like the step by step.
Nice. Yeah, she's kind of playing. That's very cool. That's really interesting. Have you kind of started to see? You said 2, 4, and 6. So have you kind of started to see the personality differences, kind of putting together between the?
Yeah, for sure. It's really interesting to see. Like they're all born and raised in very similar environments, but they couldn't be more different.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Personality-wise. And seeing like who picks up what from what parent and grandparent and all that. Even physical, like their looks are all slightly different too. It's just
That's
interesting.
fun. Yeah, right. Because you're like, oh, all these came from the same genetic soup, and yet here you are with 3 different faces, but some similarity and some difference.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
No, it's interesting. It's fun. It's fun seeing that.
Sure.
It kind of feels like you're getting like a new present every day, sort of thing. Kind of exploring.
And especially at this age, it really is like a new kid every couple of weeks. Like they're just a totally different.
For better or worse.
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. You know what's interesting? So like my daughter, she's like 9.5 now. Gonna be 10 soon. And I'm thinking back to like remembering her as a kid, as a baby, as a newborn and stuff. And I don't remember.
So hard to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's because humans, like part of how we are, like when you look in the mirror, that image you see in the mirror isn't yourself. Like try and remember seeing yourself in the mirror as a kid. You can't do it.
Right.
The brain creates it. We do the same thing for our children. We see them as they are now, but it's completely different. Like it's only in that moment. You don't see the earlier version.
That's so interesting because you're right. It is so hard to envision what they look like,
Yeah.
let alone a year ago.
Yeah. And they just every day, new little person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like too with ours at least, I've found like kind of become an expert in that point in in their life and point in time. Like,
Mhm.
you know, when you had to, you know, feed them bottles or change their diapers, you knew exactly how to do that.
Yeah.
You knew their schedule, you knew how to do all that. And then fast forward a couple of years and you think back on it, it's like, I don't remember how to do any of this stuff, you know?
Oh, that's so funny. I remember I was on a flight, I want to say 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And I was hanging out, and there's this baby, and they were crying. And I remember just that smell, and I was like, the smell just hit me. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I just miss having a baby
Yeah.
so much. And it was poo, because I used to change my daughter's
Yeah.
diapers. That was the smell, was
Yep.
baby poo.
That's true.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, pooping baby is a happy growing baby.
That's exact-
Everything's working perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything's working perfect. That's
yeah.
right. That's too funny, yes.
I miss it. Yeah. I only have one daughter. I'm Mexican, so I'm like legally required to have 8 to 10 children.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like only one right now. We'll
Just
see.
right now.
Yeah, there's gonna be more. I told my dad, he passed away recently, but I told him
Oh,
I was
I'm sorry to hear
deathbed.
that.
That's all right. But I told him I was like, I'm named after him, so I'm junior. So I was like, there's gonna be a third. Just,
There you go.
just wait on it.
Yep, pass on his legacy. There you go.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. You gonna try for another one, or are you done?
I don't think so. We I think at 3 we're pretty well set.
That makes sense. That's a lot. That's a lot. From what I've heard from people that have more, they say that it doesn't get any more chaotic.
Yeah.
3 is as nuts as it can
Kind of
be.
just max it out.
Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, eventually they just start helping with the other ones. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah, you balance it out.
Because you're right. At that point, they're probably spread out enough in age that you have, you know, someone old enough.
Yeah. But it turns out it takes 2 people to make a kid. You gotta get your wife on board.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the other part. We don't get to squeeze them out. So that's what I always say. I was like, I want 10 kids, but I don't have to squeeze them out. So
Yeah,
it's not,
exactly.
It's not up to me.
I thought the more the merrier before we had our first. And then we had our first, and I'm like, wow, this is really difficult.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Just scared and just like, I don't know what we're doing, sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then yeah, you learn over time, and now it's more just logistics now.
Yeah. No, I always say 1 is too many.
Yeah.
1 is too many, but you just do it.
You take the leap, yeah.
Yeah, we've just been doing it for a million years already, so we might as well just keep it up as far as
So
existence
wow.
goes. Yeah, exactly.
So 9 is that? What grade is that? That's
She's in 3rd grade, going
Third.
into 4th. Yeah.
4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they done with school for the year?
She's going to be the first week of June.
Finish it
First
up,
week of June.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any summer plans?
Let's see. She wants to go back to California because she went with me in April. So she's like, I really want to go back and actually do a vacation. So we're gonna do that. Probably hang out at the beach and just kind of chill out. That's the plan.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, not much. Just hang out.
much.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she like hurt her ankle doing ballet and cheerleading. So she's in like a crutch, but not broken. She's just like her
Oh, jeez.
tendon's messed up. So she can't do anything. She can't do any like fun stuff. So
Yeah.
she's really trapped, unfortunately.
How long is that gonna be?
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be maybe up to 12 weeks. Honestly, it's gonna take her whole summer probably. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. She's not.
That's not fun. I mean, maybe over the winter months, but
Right.
summer.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. This would have been. Yeah. It would have been great to have right after Thanksgiving. That would have been the time. Because then spring, by the time you're done, it's spring, you're ready to go. But no, you're right, it really ruined. Actually, now I think about it, like, if I do take her to California and I'm going to have to carry her to all the beaches and all that
Yeah.
stuff, we're going next year.
The good thing is a pool is probably actually pretty good for it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
get her off of it and get some resistance on it.
Exactly, not have any weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was, that's a
So that may
very
be
good.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep. Are your kids doing any of the sports or any of that stuff yet?
Yeah, they've got it. They're still pretty young, so they're just trying to get them exposed to stuff. So yeah, we've got like ballet, swimming, tennis going on right now,
Nice.
and a couple different ones.
Nice,
Trying
yeah.
to get them exposed to everything, you know.
Yeah, just do everything, see what you like.
Yeah.
What was your airline?
United.
United, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun part. Just kind of show them, get them to do whatever, and then see what they like
See
to
what
do.
sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's really it. Kids, a lot of their personality is already baked in there, so it's just you just expose them to it until they go, oh, this is the thing I love. This is the thing I enjoy doing.
Exactly.
Like, oh, cool. Okay, fine. Turns out it's macrame, but that's all right. Fine.
Yeah.
All right, here you are.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's great chatting.
Thank you.
Open up
You
the back
too.
door.
Yeah.
Please observe the no parking regulations for the upper and lower roadways. Upper and lower levels are for loading and unloading only. Any unattended vehicles will be ticketed and towed at the owner's expense. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Thanks a lot again.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Thanks.